Coming to you from the trenches of Blue Collar America, the place where the wheels of America are kept turning and turning. It's the Blue Collar Success Network, hosted by blue collar business coach, author, and speaker Jerry Eisenhower with CVC Coaching. Take it away, Jerry.
Hey, and thanks for joining me again today. This is Jerry Eisenhower here at CVC Coaching, and we're broadcasting once again on the Blue Collar Success Network. I got Cheryl joining me again today here. She's going to be a regular guest. She's going to be part of this for long. This will be Blue Collar Success Network with Jerry and Cheryl the way we're going. How you like that?
Well, we've had the Jerry and Cheryl show before.
There you go. So anyway, what's the subject we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about goals. G-O-A-L-S. Goals. You see, I'll bet you got some real big goals in life. I bet you know that one day you want to be laying on a beach in retirement. Maybe it's you want to be in the mountains living with a great view. Maybe down on a lake. Maybe you're going to retire into Florida. Could be Mexico, could be in the Caribbean, Costa Rica, could be in Europe, could be anywhere. You may have a goal to go on vacation. But here's what you got to remember is, this is how goals happen. Goals don't happen because you got a big goal. It takes a series of small goals to get there. In my coaching training, one of the books that I read several years ago that made a pile of impact on me is a book by the name of Traction. And in the book Traction, I heard about the rocks. And what rocks are is the series of short-term goals. And that's what it takes. See, we set up these goals it's going to take us years to accomplish. But what we got to do is put together a map of success of how we're going to get there, set up in 90 days, 60-day goals. What are we going to accomplish in the short term? So what's your thoughts on goals, Cheryl? From going through the Ziegler, I'm sure Ziegler, this is part of the Ziegler concepts of setting goals. So what can you share about goal setting to help people get their dreams?
Goals was a big part of the Ziegler stuff. And the thing about a goal, you always have the huge goal sitting at the top. But there's a lot of steps to get there, and you have to take these steps one step at a time. If your goal's set too high, you'll get there. It's kind of like trying to lose 100 pounds. If you go in and set to lose 100 pounds and you get to 20, you haven't reached it. You've got 80 to go and you give up. But if you set your goal at 20 and you make it, that makes you feel so good, you'll go to the next 20 and the next 20. Goals are a progression. I never understood why people had to have that major goal. My major goal is to one day accomplish all my goals. And so if you work in the direction of the smaller goal, eventually you will reach the big goals. And I found out, and this is one thing that Ziegler teaches you, when you're headed towards that big goal, the path might change. The goal might change, or the direction to reach that goal might change. So if you've got that goal set up there and you're so in tune to it, you may miss the best path of your life.
You know, you and I are both in our 60s. I think we're both doing pretty good in our 60s. What do you think, Stephen? I think we're doing okay in our 60s. But anyway, you know, our paths have changed tremendously from when we were in our 20s. I don't think we had any idea when we were in our 20s where we would be today in our 60s. Goals have had to change for us. Life changes. It doesn't mean a bad thing. And see, that's what you're doing. You're setting your goals up of where you want to go. But you may find later there's a different destination for you. I know in my own life, when I was in my late 50s, I changed occupations completely. I went into the world of coaching, motivational speaking, and other things. And it was, and what happened was, it was really hard at that time, but today it was the best thing that ever happened to me to get this change in my life's direction and where I'm going. And see, that's the message for you today. Set your goals, but always remember they're not set in stone. You may see a different destination one day you want to go for. You may dearly love what you do today, but one day you may decide to pursue something else. And this is one of the reasons if you run a business, you've got to build a business of value, A business of value is going to be a business that operates without you. It's a business that you can sell. It is a breathing, living entity. You're in the blue-collar world. The use of blue-collar workers is growing exponentially. If you're in the home services side of the business, over 60% of American consumers want you to do their work. They're looking for you out there right now. So set your goals. Make your goals lofty. Make them attainable. Write them down. Measure them. Remember, reaching your long-term goals is going to require you to have a series of short-term goals. It's just like the rungs of a ladder. You got to take it one step at a time. But if you put all this together, what's going to happen is one day you're going to be able to sit back and look over your life and say, hey, this is where I've been and this is where I'm at today. And today, I'm content. I'm happy. What would you add to that before we close this out?
I got just one thing to say. Don't wait till you're 60 to set your goals. I spent probably the best 45 minutes of today I sat with my 15-year-old grandson, and we mind mapped out his goals. Now, can you imagine if you started your goal search at 15, where you could be when you got to your 60s? So don't wait till you get to our age to start them. Start where you're at and start working up that ladder.
There you go. Well, folks, this is Jerry Eisenhower, CVC Coaching. Hey, our mission, our goal, our entire reason of why we get up every morning is to help people like you that have a blue-collar business dream and help you turn these dreams into your reality. Look us up, cvccoaching.com, and we look forward to talking to you next time. Talk to you later.
Thanks for joining us here at the Blue Collar Success Network, sponsored by CVC Coaching and hosted each week by coach, speaker, and author Jerry Eisenhower. For more information on the services provided by Jerry and CVC Coaching, look them up at cvccoaching.com. Our mission here at Blue Collar Success Network is to help blue-collar pros like you turn your business dreams into your business realities. Let's talk.